In every Muslim and every Christian of India, Hindu blood is flowing. So, because their great grandfathers were Hindus, same Hindu genes are flowing inside. The outer cover there has been brightly colored with Islamic. Inside is the same stuff. So, Hindutva has to be clearly understood by us. Hindutva comes only when all religions, any aspect of God, whoever has realized from ancient times to the present time and who would be realizing God in some other form, Advaita, Ashtadvaita, Advaita, Shakta, Shaiva, so many aspects of God. Similarly, from ancient times, many religions are already have disappeared from the world. The oldest one surviving is Hinduism. Sometime I will show the religions which have already disappeared and new have formed. So from all this, the revaluation of each their own religion by their own people, intellectual, those who have spiritually evolved, immersed through that religion, they have to their own scriptures. Each religion has to open up their scriptures with unbiased view and separate the Shrutis from Smriti. Smriti are changing from time to time according to the social conditions. Smriti is eternal, like science and technology. Science never changes, technology goes on changing. Now you see computer, basics are science. Petrol burns. 1 cc of petrol will give 100 calories if it burns. This is standard, whatever you do. This is science. How I will use this petrol? Now we are using for vehicles. A day may come when petrol is not needed for vehicle at all. We may find out some other solar, this one or some means by which vehicle runs without petrol. Then petrol is used for some other thing. The use of petrol in other ways, various ways are also there. So all these aspects, the technology goes on changing according to times and needs. Now you see, Corona, all vehicles were at rest all of a sudden. So things, now the law has to change. Like that, Smritis change, technology changes, science doesn't change. Like that, Shruti doesn't. The Shruti and Smriti are combined in the other religions. It's very clear in Hindu religion because this is standing on the realizations, like science. Science is standing on the realization of the physical world. Gravitation, electricity, anybody can test and find out. Nuclear power. Whatever truth has been told by science, it's open. Anybody can find out, anybody can. Like that, the Shruti is eternal. Anybody can find out. It is verified and verifiable by everyone. But Smriti goes on changing. According to time, social conditions change. Smriti is law of society, social conditions. But dharma and karma and rhythm. Karma is individual order, dharma is social order, and Ritam is cosmic order. So, Ritam never changes. Karma and Dharma go on changing. When you take the Dharma as social order, when you take Dharma as the law of nature, then it doesn't change. So, in context. So, this segregation of the Smriti and Shruti, standardized, an authority alone can do. It must be accepted by all. The one who has got the realization and authority. I heard that Swamiji, Ranganathanji Maharaj told, I will be born again in Islam. Do you remember, have you heard of this? I have work to do. I will be born in Islam. I don't know. I have heard. I have not seen the record. You can find out from somebody. I will be born in Islam. Because such men of realization must come up with authority. They have you cannot, Sri Ramakrishna says, you see, you cannot change the world unless you get the authority from God. So, they are commissioned. So, all with their heads bow down, except the dushtas, all shishtas will with bowing down their head, they will accept the verdict. So, that is I was deeply contemplating on these things, and this has to be, particularly these aspects have to be, this is an authoritative writing, not somebody has written. It must be there in the court, law of court. While taking any decision, the historical background, every bit is authoritatively given. When bringing the common law or anything they want to change, they must be presenting each time such articles. I think Dr. Radhakrishnan also might have written so many things, I don't know. Wherever we get from the Radhakrishnan is a very high intellectual and vast whole Indian philosophy, the Shad Darshanas he has mastered. But one thing he was lacking was realization. These people have realization backing them. They have renounced everything for God and merged their individuality in God. So, these must reach the lawyers and those who make the lawmakers of and intellectuals of they themselves do not know. If it can be translated into Arabian languages and Urdu and all that and published, how it would be. It will influence so many people, thousands of Islams, because they are evolving. They are no more the old, this one. At least 5%, 10% there are sincere followers of Islam who is aspiring for God, who is seeking God, really seeking God. They find meaning in these things. Yes, times are changing, we have to change. But we will keep the eternal principles as they are. And what can be changed, with legal authority changing is different. Willfully from their own heart coming forward and to change their own laws is a great wonder that gets the credit and a respect and honor for that religion. Oh, this is a religion of spirituality. No more fanaticism, no more fundamentalism. All these things, it has to come. But this is an eye-opener. I had not gone through any time because I had no time to go through any books. Now also, what I tell, what I write is in no way the transcendental aspects and all that. If anybody asks for reference, you open my Corona inside and see. That's all. Ramakrishna is the only authority. So that we'll see. We have, first thing is, Hindus must live a perfect life by themselves and show them this is the life. Now it is there in theory, but not in practice. Practice will become entirely different. Running after materialism, keeping our own ego, never to bow down to anywhere, demanding things, it has to happen. No capability to manage small things of the family. They are not able to manage internal affairs. Each one, somebody must guide, somebody must guide, somebody must take responsibility on his shoulder and work out. Suppose I ask you to build one room there, you have to take you cannot tell anything, this is not there, that is not there, what to do. No. If it is not there, it is given to you, it's your responsibility. You find out where from you can get. If funds are not there, collect funds. Do whatever you want. This is to be done, that's all. After that, the responsibility has to be taken by you. Whatever work is given, without a counter suggestion, without a counter this one, simply it has to be accomplished, that's all. There the spiritual evolution and divine grace, when does the divine grace come and nature's help come is when we with all humility accept it as God's work and take the responsibility on our shoulders. All things will immediately come. Why we are facing opposition, why we are facing problems, why we are facing difficulties, there is no humility that God's and nature's help can come to us and solve our problems. Otherwise, you will not have any problem anywhere. Once you surrender to God, take it as God's work and do. Nothing can obstruct it. And that such personalities, such people we need who are totally dedicated, given themselves to God, unconditionally, no reserve. I have not kept any reserve for myself. Then only that. All right. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.